Ma'am, stop.
They can't just take my food away. We got kids. EBT's gone. What are we supposed to do? Starve? Don't be surprised when we start taking it. People gotta eat.
I am on the verge of bankruptcy. I'm on the verge of tears. Overnight, all of my help fled. My help, out of fear for their safety, their lives, they fled. And now I am left out here standing in my unharvested carrot field. It is January and I'm in Kansas, and this is when carrot harvest goes in Kansas. This field should be full of workers, but all my workers left. And who the do you think is to blame for that? Every single one of them left. Now I have to by myself try to fill that truck with a load of carrots in one day, and I can't do that, guys. I have to get these carrots to market by next week, where my contract is terminated. This is $936,000 worth of carrots right here, and I can't pick them by myself. If they're unharvested, I will get kicked out of that contract, and I will get sued by.
Say, I'm sorry. I voted for him. I thought he was going to help folks like me. I really did. Now my SNAP's gone, my Medicaid's gone. They cut off my heat and help last week. I don't know how I'm supposed to buy groceries next month to keep the lights on.
I have an FAFO and FAO for the red state of Kansas. Yes, GM is laying off 900 workers immediately, canceling their second shift. Yes, they voted for the Trump administration and Republican. Yes, this is severely going to hurt Kansas and the surrounding area. This is one of many FAFOs that Republicans and MAGA have received. Just remember, they control the House, the Senate, the presidency, and the Supreme Court. If you did not hear yesterday on October 1st, the very bad economic news was the negative 32,000 jobs created in September. Also, unemployment is as high as 6% in some states. The government is on day 2 of shutdown. This is a major FAFO for those who voted for Trump.
In the history of U.S. presidents, I don't think there's ever been a president more disconnected from the people and the working class than Donald J. Trump. He promised running on his platform that he was going to reduce groceries, that they were too high. Well, obviously he hasn't reduced the groceries, and not only that, but they're even higher. And everybody knows this. Everybody who's gone into a grocery store and purchased groceries over the last few months knows that it's way higher. And even more insulting is he keeps pushing this narrative that they're cheaper. The whole Walmart thing, where they actually listed out the groceries as being cheaper than the previous Thanksgiving and listing fewer items on there. He really thinks that the general working person, the general working class, are stupid, and it's insulting, and it needs to stop. Please comment if you agree with me, because this needs to be taken to the prime time TikTok light.
Hey everyone, welcome back again to this channel. Thank you for coming back once again. Kansas voters are screaming. Kansas voters, people that voted for Trump. You see MAGA Kansas, those people that voted for Trump, I think they are the ones crying out loud. I think they are the ones screaming. I think they are the ones that are not finding it funny with the way things are going right now. I don't mean that other people are not screaming. I don't mean that other people are not crying. But that of Kansas, in fact, I think the larger number of people in that community actually voted for Trump. They are reaping from what they have sold, and it's not funny, seriously. Fuel, diesel, groceries, provisions, foodstuffs, on a high side. You can imagine. This is very, very bad, seriously. Trump administration really needs to step in, because at this point, nobody is finding it funny anymore. Nobody is really understanding how this whole thing is going around. A lot of them right now are regretting why they actually voted for Trump. If they had known, they wouldn't have made that mistake. But the deed has been done already. What do you have to say? Continue watching.
The Trump administration may go down in history as the most cruel administration in American history since the Civil War. Why do I say this? Well, because they were instrumental in getting SNAP benefits taken away from 42 million people. We already know this. But he is refusing to follow a court order saying that they need to use the emergency funds to help supply the SNAP benefits to the 42 million people who need it the most. But we already know this. Here's the new kicker. Grocery stores across the United States decided that if the Trump administration and the government weren't going to do their job to take care of American citizens, they would, even if it meant costing them money. So they started lowering rates for anybody who was EBT eligible and did not have any credits left on their card. They would get a discount that would come out of the pocket of the owners of the grocery store, not the government, not anybody else. And the Trump administration sent out an email to all of these grocery stores that were offering this program and said, you cannot do this, and if you do it, it's illegal and we will prosecute you. Why? Well, because there is a rule with the EBT. So for stores to accept EBT, they have to accept this rule that they cannot unduly and unfairly lower prices for other customers outside of EBT. In other words, jack up the price for EBT and then lower the price for the general public. They're actually using this rule to tell stores that they cannot help feed the most vulnerable amongst American citizens. This is the most grotesque thing I have ever heard a government do. Well, I mean, there is, stuff like Holocaust and genocide. So I'm not going to put it up to that level. But as far as an American administration, this is just absolutely horrendous. But the real question is, what do you guys think?
My groceries are so expensive under Biden. I'm voting for Trump because of the economy. People were complaining about their groceries nonstop during last year's election cycle. Well, guess what? Our groceries are about to get a lot more expensive, and if you're a Trump supporter, this is what you voted for. What if I told you this surge from your salad bowl to your coffee cup was the result of Trump's foolish tariff war? Wholesale vegetable prices shot up nearly 40%. Spike experts say that stems from a new tariff on imports. This could drive up your grocery store bill as well as your restaurant bill. Do you like steak and beef? Because guess what? It's about to get a lot more expensive too. In July, ground beef hit a record at $6.34 per pound, and steak is nearly $11.88 per pound. That's way more expensive than any time under Biden. Do you like coffee? Because brace yourself, it is also about to get a lot more expensive. Coffee prices have surged 12% since last year. Since then, the data shows a 14.5% price increase. Why? Because the Trump administration slashed coffee's duty-free status and slapped a 50% tariff on raw beans from Brazil, the US's largest supplier. The result, your coffee of choice is about to get a price hike. Let's zoom out for a second. These aren't isolated incidents. These tariffs are part of what's being called the most aggressive trade assault since the 1930s. Guess what followed that? Across the board, from fresh produce to cars, the average U.S. household is looking at $2,400 to $5,000 extra per year in groceries alone. Can you afford that? Core inflation, excluding food and energy, is still roaring at about 3%, even while gas and some items have eased a little bit. Tariffs are a big reason why the price relief isn't coming anytime soon. So let's be clear. Tariff proponents claim foreign countries are paying the cost, but that's not what's happening. Studies show that American households bear almost the entire burden. The CBO projects price hikes, lost income, and reduced GDP. Economists across the spectrum, 80% or more, agree tariffs hurt more than they help. So here's the harsh truth. Your weekly shopping trip is increasing, and it's the casualty of political theater. Gamble masquerading as policy. Tariffs wrapped in promises, protection, but delivering rising bills. Your produce, your beef, your morning coffee, all caught in the crosshairs. We will be paying the price. What scares me the most is that Trump is going to look you in the face and tell you that prices have never been better. He's going to tell us that the economy is going to be roaring. Anyone that disagrees with him, he's going to discount them, calling them an enemy of the state, enemy of America. What does that sound like to you? Does someone like that sound like a leader? Does someone like that sound like someone you want in charge?
A salary earner that the salary has not been increased, how do the person handle these groceries that is very high in the market? How do the person go about footing the bills of the family? Feeding is one thing that you shouldn't deprive a citizen, if not for any other thing, for the fact that the person have to feed before doing anything in the house. Just look at how people are crying. The woman that was crying, she's crying that she has children, she has kids that are looking up to her to feed them. Now she hasn't fed herself, talk more of the kids. Trump administration really needs to do something at this point, seriously.
I was wrong about Trump. I admit it. I was the guy that was watching the rallies. I was the guy that was defending him, standing up for him, agreeing with him, voting for him, encouraging others to vote for him. But because I listened to him so much, I know what exactly he said, what he said he was going to do. And as I watch things unfold right now, he's lied about everything. Literally. It's clear. He just told us that he eliminated Iran's military completely, and then now he's exchanging missiles with them. Everything from that to the financial situations, all this extra money he said that he got that he was going to give American people, it was all a lie. And I don't support him no more on any level. And I regret any video I made supporting him. I regret anything I said to defend him on his behalf. The liberals were right. I'm going to go ahead and put it like that.
Anyway, guys, this is so bad. This is so serious at this point, and I honestly feel for those people. I won't tell you I'm not feeling for them. I feel for them. I feel their pains. I feel their worries. As a worker, as a salary earner, I feel their worry. Yes, I understand when things are going high in a country, when money is not even added to your salary, yet the things in the market are skyrocketing. I honestly feel their pains, but in one way or the other, they actually brought this upon themselves. They actually voted for this man. We actually voted for Trump. If they hadn't voted for him, things might not really be going this way in Kansas. But just look at the way things are going, just to show you guys that, yeah, they're actually reaping. They're reaping. This is no longer you will get your karma later. And they're actually facing their karma right away. Spread up. That is what's going on right now. I feel for them honestly. Share your views, share your comments in the comment section. I would really love to hear from you all. Do want to subscribe if you've not subscribed. And thank you for sticking to this channel. One love, guys. Bye.